Hello everyone, welcome back to Gloomhaven. Last time we had our own little adventure in a happy fun ball, but now we are out of there, safe and sound, after Faith managed to do a 20 damage attack, which was just colossal. But Tali is up to 4th level, so let's see what options we get here. Primal Duality. Attack 5, range 4, target 2. Create Ice and Fire. 1 XP and burn. Move 2, create light and darkness. Interesting. Gravel Vortex. Attack 2, target all adjacent enemies. Loot 1, consume 2 energy to loot 2 instead. Interesting. Now, I can't check Tali's life goal. Was Tali's life goal to loot? No, neither of them have loot loads of gold, do they? One of them has wear one of everything, but I think that's Pandora. And then of course we also have Crystallizing Blast, Burial as options as well. I'm just uncertain about taking something that has such... It's a really big attack. Attack 5, range 4, targeting twice, is huge. And towards the end of a dungeon, maybe, it could be alright. And I guess before that, you'd primarily use it as a move, create 2 mana. And if we particularly look at other cards like... Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Formless Power becomes an attack 4, range 4 the next turn after we play a Primal Duality the turn before. How many other uses, though, do we have? I guess we want 4 Chain Lightning. We need light for that. So, alright, you convinced me. We'll take Primal Duality. It's nice to have something going on 15 as well. That's quite a bit low. I guess we've got a 17 there, but it's faster than anything else we've got. Is this what I wanted? That is what I wanted. And then if we want to play that, we need to remove something. We could probably remove one of our move 2's, create 1 type of energy, if we're going to be creating 2 types of energy. Question is, what one? Oh dear. This is the hard part. I think pure augmentation can go. We'll take Primal Duality. Then we get 2 perks because we had 1 from the mission and then we get 1 from leveling up, which is very exciting. Do we start with just more consistency? I think so. Although this is a lot of other stuff that we could add, and that just kind of dilutes the possibility of getting -1s. I'm going to take a Glaciate, because Ice incorporates a lot of stun mechanics for us. Add a target is actually kind of good because we do so many ranged attacks as well. But let's take a consistency, why not? Faith got a Robe of Summoning. During your turn, perform a heal to target any summoned ally action. Well, she is not going to use that ever. So we could probably just go and sell that immediately. And it's not for sale because I guess it was red because we don't have the blueprint for it, but Faith was never going to use it anyway, so no big deal. And Lamoon has a perk. One perk available. We've done consistency twice and dust already, so we're already quite heavy damage forward. Add a stun, add 2 heal 1s, add 2 +1 redraws. Two shield selves with redraw. I think I'm going to take the stun. Having something be stunned is going to be very helpful. Right. Lamoon, do you have a small item? You do. I would love if you would please have a major healing potion. Cost 27. We only have 23. I guess we're going to have to save for that then. But we could take a minor in the meantime. That'll be fine. And anyone else for gear? What was it I was thinking about with volatile bombs earlier? Was it one of Faith's? Burning oil becoming a volatile bomb seems like it would be great. But I also like having piercing bow. And we don't have a volatile bomb in stock, so we won't worry about that then. Shall we go and donate something? Let's do our city encounter. Then we'll go see about some donations. A curious invitation is slipped under your door in the early morning. It is for a wedding ceremony between the children of 2 wealthy Gloomhaven merchants. Your exploits seem to have placed you in their good graces, and so they would like you to join them on this special occasion, provided you don't show up in blood-soaked armor. For the love of the Grey Oak, bring a gift. Bring an expensive gift or bring a mundane gift. You have to imagine the more we spend, the better a reputational reward we're going to get, right? 2 reputation minus 20 collective gold is about what I expected. Give me everyone balanced at 0, and then I'll decide how to pay out from there. Lamoon, I want to upgrade you to a better health potion. So you can take 15 of Faith's cash, 4 there and 1 there. So our reputation is now 15. The party reputation will influence the cost of items in the merchant's shop and the outcome of certain encounters. Hadn't really triggered that in my brain, but that's good to know. Then at the Temple of the Great Oak, we need to donate 30 more. Faith, you're nearly retired, so you can donate some to the church. Pandora, you can also donate some to the church. The temple. And I'll tell you what, we were going to save this money for Lamoon, but we'll take this. Your continued donations have been a true boon to the sanctuary and the city as a whole. This will surely have a noticeable impact on the city, but rest assured we could always use additional aid. Devotion 3 plus 1 prosperity. And then presumably something similar later. So that's not reputation, and it's not wealth, it's prosperity, which will be somewhere else, I guess. We have no money for the Enchantress, so it's time to pick a mission. We have these 3 things to go investigate. I really wish there was an easier way to figure out what else is going on. Descend into the cisterns. Did we do this yet? Cleanse all water pumps. We did try and do this once. It went terribly. Perhaps with a whole new party and a slightly better understanding of things that are happening, maybe we'll give this another go. Yeah, why not? We've got some scope for redoing things here, especially now that we have the knowledge of how to actually complete the objective at the end of the mission.
The water grows dark, black as a cloudy night sky. You cannot see your hands paddling in front of your face, but you press on. Before too long, you spot a light in the distance. It takes all the effort you have left, but eventually the light grows bigger and you emerge from a pool of fetid water, grateful that you can breathe freely once again. The relief, however, is short-lived. The room is swarming with menacing green masses of ooze and undead. You flop out onto dry land and try to catch your breath, readying your weapons for another battle.
So we've got the imps, the corpses, night demons, and oozes. Hopefully we can kill the oozes before they replicate too much, and then the imps at the end we'll just have to see if we can deal with. Cause a trap to be sprung or disarmed. Use no items. How well equipped are we? We are going to use items, so cause a trap. Be the first to kill or loot no gold. You'll probably be the first to kill. Kill 5 or more monsters. Your health of the scenario is equal to 2 or less. We probably could try and kill... Oh no, Pandora. Pandora doesn't kill very much, unfortunately. Lamoon, loot a chest, or your health at the end of the scenario is equal to your maximum. It's unlikely we will be doing the fast healer, so we'll attempt Plunderer and see how it goes. Any mission modifiers at the beginning? I can't recall. It will show me right here. Once the map loads in. Come on, map, you can do it. We believe in you. Mercenaries adjacent to a thing. All mercenaries start with 3 curses. Okay. So this is our starting room. Now, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to smoke bomb, pull to a range of 3, something towards us in order to kill it immediately with Visage of the Inevitable, at least not in this turn. So, what do we want to go for? It's interesting that we have to start in... Oh, this is the water. I was told in a previous go-around of a mission like this, if I save and reload, the water might be showing correctly. So I'm going to pause and attempt that, and we'll see if we have any luck. This might have worked slightly. They definitely have a different visual to them now. It's just a question of, do other similar looking tiles count as difficult terrain, which nothing in this room appears to. So, where do we want to begin? Probably with the oozes, just because they represent a far bigger threat to us in the sense that if they keep cloning themselves, we're going to have to spend a lot more turns dealing with it, rather than the big guys that are just going to be big. But in fact, if we swap this round to here like that, from this tile, Faith can pull this closer to 2, and then Visage of the Inevitable immediately kill it. So that's going to be 1 creature down immediately, which is wonderful. As for the rest of the room, I think what I'd like to do is try and be as far away from these 2 corpses as possible. What kind of buffs do we have? Allies gain Retaliate 2 is good, and we're probably going to long rest before the end of things here. Shield 1 is also pretty good. Adding 1 to attacks. Yes, again, still pretty good. Bless all adjacent allies. On top, we could spend 2 movement to here, and then bless everybody. We could strengthen everyone, although Faith isn't attacking this turn, so that's 1 fewer benefits we would get out of that. Immobilize, target all enemies within range 3. Hold on. We would need to be here to go. From here, that gets like a lot of stuff. So if we change tempo on top, and just find something to do a basic move on bottom. Move to strengthen all adjacent allies. That seems kind of great. Then if the Elementalist Tali is going to be strengthened, then we should try and get in a decent attack immediately. Unfortunately, as it's the first turn, we don't have much in the way of energy. We can Primal Duality to create 2 energy this turn that we can consume next turn. It seems like as good a first move as any. And if we're doing that on bottom, something on top. Attack 1 range 3. Attack 2 range 3, but we'd like to stun in the future if we could. So we're looking at something fairly basic at this point, unfortunately. Let's go with that. And then the Sunkeeper. If possible, we'd like to lay into the Living Corpse Elite over here. Obviously, Practical Plans is our biggest attack for that kind of thing. We could put up Retaliate 2. Shield ourselves is not probably that good. Right now, at least, with minimal attacking against us. So I think just a Practical Plans to attack for 5. And a basic move. No, I changed my mind. A Holy Strike to stun it this turn, and then we can all lay into it next turn. And a Cautious Advance for a basic move on 23. Let's go with that. We're going fast. We're hoping that the slimes don't clone. The oozes are cloning. Great shame. Move 1, attack 5, poison everyone. Move 2, attack 6, poison everyone. We don't want to change our initiative. So pull them, confirm, pull to here, confirm, kill, 1 adjacent enemy. Just as good a 2 cards as you can basically play at this point. Do we want either of those cards available for next turn? I don't think so. Over here, we're going to move 2. And I'm actually going to step up to there. I made the mistake of not having Pandora go first, but so be it. Skip the rest of the movement, and we're going to attack these 2. And I'm going to do it +1 at advantage, just because these guys are going to clone themselves next turn, and they'll take 2 damage and then create clones with the same HP, so I want that HP to be as small as possible. That was actually kind of effective. Then we can create some energy for ourselves. We have 2 energy available to us already. I'm wondering if we just chain lightning already, but we might end up doing that at the end where all the imps are. So we may well end up doing a boiling arc against these 2 rows, which will be very impressive. And if we're doing boiling arc on top, we need something to do on bottom. And I don't think we need any mana for that, so we'll end that turn. We are going to move 2 to here. Then around us is 2 and 3 and 3 and 3, so that's all enemies. Do we want to be any closer than we are? I don't think so. So we'll skip the extra movement. Strengthen Tali for next turn. Then immobilize all those folks. And we don't need to be invisible. And over here, now if we go into attack, we are going to get hit real hard after, but we're not, because we're going to stun. So let's come around to here and attack with stun right there. Double damage is lovely. So stunned, can't move, nothing happens. These guys clone themselves. It's a shame they didn't do it where these two would be next to one another, but so be it. We can still hit 3 of them with Boiling Arc. Boiling Arc on top. And Infernal Vortex on bottom. Not making use of any of the energy we created. The elements. I always say energy and mana, and I mix it up every time. But that seems fine for attacking a bunch of those guys. Bard, what are you doing over here? One ally within range 3 can perform an attack 4. What's your life quest? Where can I see that? Am I going mad? It's not this. It's not that. It's not here. Well, it doesn't matter too much, does it? Oh, it's there, isn't it? So your life quest is to just get all required item types. Alright, well that's got nothing to do with this fight, so that's fine. If we move 2 to our left, one ally within range 3, that would put you at range 3. But our movement card is on bottom, which doesn't help us. Bless all adjacent allies is good. It's pretty good. Disarm range 3. Is it melee attacks or is it all attacks? The disarm character cannot perform any attack abilities. But if they have low movement, none of us are going to get attacked on this side anyway right now. So let's put up Echoing Aura, because a lot of stuff might attack us and Echoing Aura will work through the shields. And let's move 2. Move 3, curse range 3. Sure. Who else have we got? Over here, we're just going to hit this thing again really hard. Attack 4, consume light for advantage is great. And on bottom, strengthen all allies, affect all allies within range 2. That's basically no one anyway. One adjacent ally may perform attack 4. That would be good if Pandora moved. If we moved up to here. Attack 3, add 2 and gain XP when the target is adjacent to any of your allies. And we need to move at least 2. Alright, that seems like a turn. Move 0, attack 4, range 4. Move 1, attack 4. Move 2, attack 5. All very slow. So we're going to move 2 here to there. And attack for 5 here or 4 there. Attack 4 at a range of 4. Attack 5. This attack action is for 5. Your attack action is 5 at advantage. And you're giving us an attack of 4. So 4 and 5 makes 9 against them. So we'll attack the slime. Then we are going to move to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can't even hide at the back. Skip the movement. Curse somebody. Curse the one with the most HP over there. And then put the song on. Good. Right, we move 1 gets to there, but if we kill this, it gets to there, which is a bad time. But from here, we can attack them all, and that was great. So we'll move 2 to that tile there. Then attack these 3 slimes. Then here we are attacking at 4 plus 1 and advantage. And we can attack 1 adjacent ally. Oh, sorry, we can have 1 adjacent ally perform an attack 4. Faith cannot do that, but Tali now can, which is a nice convenience. And we miss. Corpses don't move far enough to hurt us, which is great. They miss as well, which is wonderful. Who's getting hit here? Tali. Fine. They die to retaliate. Then we just have this pair of big guys left. Now we have some stun powder and stuff. If Faith can be alone next to this guy, we could try Death Visage or whatever it's called. But that would involve us having to at least short rest in the meantime. Do we have a push? We have a stun. Stun is good. We have standard attacks. So we do not have a push unless we give ourselves some wind from someone else. Now, we have potions that will make wind, but I don't think anything else at this time. But if we can make that wind, we can attack 2 with stun, targeting both of the corpses and push them away from us. Now, thinking about it for even just a few moments, why do I need to push them away from us if they're going to be stunned anyway? So we're going to shape the ether on top, something on bottom. I'll take some healing for myself. Then the others. Faith. How close are they? Attack 2 at a range of 3. 1, 2, 3. That will kill the slime. And we can attack both of the other guys. And on bottom, 2 to all your attacks this round targeting enemies adjacent to another allies will not help us. I'll save that. I'll save that. So it looks like we're just going to end up doing a duelist advance anyway. The Bard We've got our good aura going. We can strengthen all allies. Or we could put a wound into the big guy, who's then going to have to take at least 2 damage because there'll be the turn they're stunned and then the subsequent turn. So that's the 2 starting of turns, 2 extra damage, plus the 1 on the attack is 3. The only problem with that is that strengthen all allies is very slow. But then they're probably going to be stunned this turn. So the strengthen can just be applied next turn. And lastly, probably looking at just a move and an attack. We'll move 2 on Brilliant Prayer and attack on Practical Plans. They're all going relatively slowly and not doing anything that concerns me. So Faith is going to... I'm actually going to just take the attack rather than doing the +2. We're not going to do all the extra stuff, I think. Although we've got 1 more turn to move towards the door. And we'll probably attack with Swift Bow and this. So we're probably going to long rest before going through the door. So we will take this at advantage. Confirm targets. Very nice. And then on bottom, I'm just going to step over into that gold. Then Sunkeeper is a simple move 2. Are we going to go after the weaker one or the stronger one? Let's go after the weaker one. If we can kill it, then Tali doesn't need to use one of the energies. Doesn't need to use one of the energies to do the twin attack step. So here we can stun, we can increase our damage, but we no longer need to add a target by consuming earth. They are stunned, we're going to heal ourselves. End that turn. This guy's stunned, so they don't take a turn. And then we are going to strengthen all our allies. And attack over here. Well, they're still wounded. So we want to do 7 damage to this guy. Set ourselves up next to the door and then think about long rests. We have light element available. Do we have any basic giant attacks over here? Attack 4 and +1 an advantage. That will probably do it. So something on bottom. Heal 3 at a range of 3. No one's been hit yet. Or at least no one's currently missing hit points. So we can strengthen all allies, sure. Then, if we don't have anything else more specific to be doing, we can just play 2 cards as long as one of them gets us to the door. Faith over here, we can attack with Burning Oil and Swift Bow, and we can loot 2 for whatever's left. And Elementalist, we basically want to do anything that we can to create fire or anything else, although it might wane and disappear by the time we get a chance to use any of it after a long rest, but that's fine. Move to attack 5 going on a 66. Classically slow. So we're going to move 4 up to that gold there. in fact, we're not going to be the primary attackers. So let's go to this gold here. And you know what? We can attack with a basic attack too. Great work. Then Sunkeeper is going to attack at advantage. Are we going to attack at advantage? Strengthen's just one turn, isn't it? Strengthened character gains advantage on all of their attacks. The strengthened condition is removed at the end of the afflicted character's next turn. Well then, the strength is going to disappear by the time this turn is over anyway, so let's just attack. We burn one of our blesses, unfortunately, but then we can move up towards the door. Tali. We can just move onto this tile here. Skip our attack. And Faith. We could move into the room and attack with burning oil, because it's a good attack. But then we all probably want long rests. Yeah. We all kind of want long rests, although that's a turn. This is a turn if we use our potion. This is a short rest, and we have a move and a bad attack. Alright, we'll show restraint and not do that. We'll loot 2, take the gold that's just over there. Attack and skip. And then it's going to be a long rest. A long rest. Excuse me. A long rest. And a long rest. So we're going to heal back 1 missing HP that I didn't realize we were actually missing. Something to be gotten rid of forever. Now this is always the hardest part. Infernal Vortex is going to be great later, I think, when we get into that problem room at the end. Let's get rid of Tremulent Cyclone. Faith. Single out, because I don't think many things are going to be on their own around here. The next time any ally within range 2 suffer no damage. Power Ballad. Marching Beat. Bless all adjacents. I think most of the stuff ahead is going to be ranged attacks, so the Immobilize becomes less important, although the move 5 is strong. Alright, let's get rid of one of our songs. And then, last but not least, Lamoon. Retaliate 2 could be great later. Shield 1, Self, if we played after Purifying Aura, would be good for a while. The problem I'm not very good at is recovering these things when I need them. Like, one adjacent ally may recover one of their burned cards, but I'm going to get rid of it. I don't know when to use it strategically. Alright, I'm just going to take off my sweater. Alright, so we need to breach the door. If memory serves, there's a bunch of slimes and undead, more so around the corner than immediately in front of us. And there might also be some traps. Now, whilst we're all grouped together, things like bless affect all adjacent allies become much better. And if we're going to do that, we need to do it before everybody else moves off. So let's go Power Ballad. Move 2 into the doorway. Strengthen all adjacent allies. Then bless all adjacent allies. And then if we want to, we can turn invisible with Cloak of Invisibility in the doorway. And we're doing that on a 19. So Faith wants to go after a 19 where possible. Smoke Bomb might be good if there is a trap to pull someone onto. But for now, there's nothing I really want to do on bottom otherwise, apart from just get moving. So we'll do Flanking Strike, Burning Oil, and then we'll save a Flurry of Blades for an occasion where we know there's going to be far more things to kill in that instant. We have no energy at all. We know someone's planning on standing in the doorway. But we do not have... Oh, we have move 4 on Boiling Arc. But at the same time, Primal Duality creates some energy for us to spend next time. Even if we have to stand where Faith is in the next round of turn. Do we have a buff on top? Not really. So let's go with the move 4 then. And any attack that can reach something will be a good attack. Sure, we'll do that late. Lastly is Lamoon. We more so have our melee attack to deal with. Strengthen all adjacent allies. We're probably going to be moving a lot here. Move 4 on bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we do Hammer Blow, Practical Plans, we can move and attack as much as or as little as we need to. Faith's initiative. Hold on. I meant to move Pandora first, and her initiative is too high to change it now, so this is happening. Bust open the door. Oh joy, there's like a horrible sculpture right here. And then we've got Night Demons and Slimes right at the back. So my memory of traps was completely fictitious, probably ones I created with Bold Guy. I've already forgotten names. Right, what are these guys doing? Attack 3, range 3, target 3, consume darkness to muddle. Attack 2, range 3, target 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But they're going pretty early. And they're not moving. Do they have line of sight to anyone else from here? They don't. So we might be able to get away with only being attacked once here. And as such, we're going to move... These are attacking at a range of 3. 1, 2, 3. So we can move into here. Skip the rest of our movement. Now, being this close means this one can attack us and will take retaliation damage because of the song, whereas the others then cannot. Let's attack here. We're going to have disadvantage, so we can either cancel that out or just take the shot. I think we're just going to take the shot. we have a stacked deck in our favour. Watch me draw the miss. No, that's pretty good. They get a wound, which is also pretty good for us. So we do not want to put ourselves in harm's way with an attack range 3. 1, 2, 3 is the doorway, so we're going to move 2 to here. Strengthen these guys. Then bless them as well. Then we get shot for 3. They take 2 damage. And with the wound as well, they've taken 3 extra damage that attack. Now we're free to move in. Retaliate only lasts till the end of the round, right? A retaliating character inflicts X damage. If range is not specified, then it only applies to adjacent attackers. Multiple retaliate bonuses stack. Denotes that this effect will last until the end of the round. So we're not going to be attacked anymore. So consuming the fire for retaliate doesn't matter. But we can move this far. And then skip that ability. And attack with this one. And they will die to their wound next turn. So what are we doing now? Probably moving 5... Oh, hello. We can move 6 to here. And then attack this guy for 5. So close, but Faith should be able to deal with that next turn. The oozes, alas, are doubling themselves. Fresh round. This one's dying to a wound, so we do not have to worry about it. Faith, if you could move up and then probably Flurry of Blades a bunch. And if you're doing that on top, we need to move forward on bottom at least 3, preferably. So it's going to be an open wound. Then if this thing dies to a dagger, we can step in and attack something. Attack 4, target all adjacent enemies, gain 1 for each enemy targeted. Again, that's going to be something we probably want to use in the room of 1,000 imps. Bless and strengthen is not what we want. We want attacks right now. Stun. It's probably not that impactful. Honestly, adding retaliate could be incredible if we already have retaliate 2 at range of 2 and then putting on 2 more retaliate. Stuff hitting us taking 4 is going to be a good time. And then we'll want to step in a bit if we're going to do that. So let's go in on a cautious advance. We just need to move. So 4 on bottom is good. 1, 2, 3, 4 gets us to here. And something on top. Throw voice to disarm 3 creatures. If we move 1, 2, 3, 4, we should be able to disarm all of these guys. Now, that's good in that we won't be hurt, but it's bad in that it won't cause the retaliates to go off. So maybe we rethink that retaliate. And if they're disarmed, it doesn't help to stun them either. So let's shield ourselves on top. We could shield ourselves even further. Yeah, let's do that and defend against the onslaught of slimes that's going to come in a moment. Then you're dying, Faith's going to kill you. We just want to hit stuff as far away as possible. We have no energy though. So Primal Duality to step in for 2 creates some energy. And if we're doing that on bottom, something on top. Attack 2, range 3 might be it. Even if we don't get the freezing stunning out of it. They're going a little bit faster, but not so much that it's a problem for us. Face initiative is fine. We are going to move up to here. I mean, we're attacking at disadvantage anyway, so I think this doesn't matter. Skip the last of it, then attack. We definitely want to hit this guy. And we'll attack one of the slimes just because that attack won't be at disadvantage. And because we're only needing to do 1 damage here, we won't add damage to our attack, but we will go at advantage. Glad the miss was on that one. Shame that the 6 damage was not on the other, but so be it. We are moving in 2. It's going to be to there. Then attacking at disadvantage. We'll save our bomb again for the next room that's coming. It's just hell in there, so we're going to save what we can. Sunkeeper. We were going to put up loads of shield. We're about to be attacked at least 4 times for attack 2. So I think that plan is still pretty good. Although, what's the range on these things? Move 3. You won't move to here, I think, because you're a ranged attacker that doesn't want to have disadvantage. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's still going to be at least 3 attacks. So I'm pro this. Particularly if the guys here are going to attack us for 5. And we created darkness for them, which is a problem because they're going to attack us for 7. Then back here. Oh no, we're going to disarm them, aren't we? It's nice when you can remember an entire turn's worth of actions, isn't it? Now, why do you highlight that guy in green when I apparently cannot get them within the area of effect of this attack? It's fine. So long as these 2 are disarmed, that's what I really care about. Of course, Faith is slightly closer, so Faith takes all the attacks. These are the things that I should have been able to prepare for. That Night Demon dies to its wound. The other 2 are disarmed. Okay. We soldier on. We also have dark element that we should definitely consume. So let's start there. To consume darkness, we must use formless power. On top, we can use Infernal Vortex on bottom. That's a perfectly good move. Create energy for the rest of it. Faith. We cannot Visage of the Inevitable unless we can kill the one in front of us first and then pull something else into that spot. You are attacking for 4 at a range of 4, but at disadvantage. But even then, at disadvantage, your deck is so full of curses. Curses is bad for us, though, isn't it? Doesn't create a curse. But it's so full of like create element that we're more likely to not draw a really bad thing when we draw at disadvantage. So maybe we just chance it and we smoke bomb Visage of the Inevitable. We do not want to go on 12 though, if we're going to do that. We can go on 22. 22 would be fine. We can do a strengthen and an attack the thing next to us. Only mediocre attacks right now, but we can do a strengthen and attack the thing next to us, or if that doesn't work, we can just move and then attack something else. That's fine, and it's on a good initiative number. Then at the back, any buffing. Strengthen affect all allies, but this is very late in the round. Attack 1, range 3 with wound. Immobilize target 3 enemies. One ally within range 3 may perform attack 4. That's going to be good for us, I think. And if there's no one for that to be applicable to, we can just do a singing arrow then. Faith. I want you to change your initiative to 22. Then we are attacking 4. At a range of 4, at disadvantage. We could make it a straight shot. Confirm. Good, that went to plan. Then we can move 2. We will move over to here, I guess, for no particular reason. End turn. Faith wants to kill this one being adjacent to one of us. So I'm actually going to move... What are the slimes doing? Move 2, attack 3, range 4. Move 1, attack 3, range 4. I'm going to move... Excuse me? I cannot stand here. Oh. I have -1 to all of my movement because I'm silly and I forget these things that I've added as modifiers to my own capabilities. Because of defensive stance, we have -1 from all of our moves. Alright then, we're going to strengthen Faith for no reason at all. We could step in and we could attack with stun. But I think we... Actually, would we rather do that? Because these things are going to attack us and we have the Retaliate 2 on. What can Faith do with her cards otherwise? Move 2 and turn invisible, pull something. No, why attack something? and rather than just killing it. So strength and faith, feel a bit daft, attack nothing, hope that this turn goes correctly. Pull you to here. Murder you immediately. To whichever commenter it is, I don't have the comments up on any of my other screens or devices at the moment, but whoever said that Smoke Bomb Visage of the Inevitable was solid, I thank you greatly. Right, now we're going to get shot lots. Ouch. Turn that down to 1, thanks. Poison, just the worst. This is unfair. Burn 1 available card. We're going to keep Swift Bow, thanks. One ally within range 3 may perform attack 4. No good to us. Attack 1, range 3. 1, 2, 3. Also, no good to us. Strengthen, affect all allies. Step onto some gold. Is there any element that we would really like next turn? We have attack, range 2. Not really. Fresh round. Faith needs healing. Heal 3, range 4 on bottom. And neither of these attacks are going to hit anything, I think. But we'll try Ice Spikes and its AoE. Faith, I think, is going to be best off just taking a long rest. Unless we want to try and retreat. No, we can push Lamoon in. So we don't have any standard attacks left. We could attack all enemies, all adjacent, not everyone at 2. That's the Tali attack, isn't it? We could also heal someone on bottom. This is really not much use to us. I think it's going to have to be a short rest. Practical Plans is too good to lose, so we're going to lose Cautious Advance. Practical Plans, attack for 5 against something. Or we can Purifying Aura and push in and cause 4 retaliate damage. So if we do that on top, we need something to do on bottom. Probably a move in. Unless here... One ally within range 3 may perform move. Okay, we're going to short rest here. Lose turning the outcome. Tuning the outcome. We're going to play Marching Beat on top. And Power Ballad on bottom. Then here we're going to Purifying Aura on top. And Aura, you and all adjacent allies suffer no damage this round on bottom. We're going to be pushed into here. Put our Retaliate on. Take no damage this turn and just tank a bunch of hits. You're moving them first, then you're putting your defenses on. You guys are doing your own things. Move 0, attack 4 on 66s is fine. So, strengthen all adjacent allies. Everyone's already strong. Be double strong. Sure. You. Confirm. Get to move to there. Skip the rest of that movement. End Soothsinger's turn. Sunkeeper. Put on extra retaliate. And we take no damage this round. End Sunkeeper's turn. Elementalist. Heal Faith. And we can get an attack back there, which is lovely. It's probably not going to do very much, but we can. Yeah, no, that's pretty solid as it goes. We take no damage this turn. Thank you. They just missed. We take no damage this turn. Thank you. We take no damage this turn. Thank you. I feel like they should have taken more retaliation damage. But who knows. Long rest for Faith. Something else to get rid of. I honestly think that Visage of the Inevitable isn't going to be very effective in the next room, so it's time for it to go. Round 10. Tali, looks like you get a long rest. Over here, Flurry of Blades is looking promising, particularly with a +1 potion and piercing through the shield. On bottom, just a short move perhaps. Sunkeeper up here. We are currently poisoned, which is not ideal. One adjacent ally may perform attack 4. Faith, are you moving in? Yeah, if you attack 3 things and then move in 2 to here, we can attack the other thing. So, Empowering Command, we'll have Faith make an attack, and then for ourselves, attack with advantage. Then back here, if we can throw our voice onto the 3 on the left, we need to move in to do that. But we only need to move in 2. So we'll go on Singing Arrow. You're long resting, that's fine. Hopefully they go after a 44. 94. So this one's going to die anyway. Then if we can just get them all within 2 HP to 0, they will just die. So, attack with advantage. Do I need all this stuff for this now? If they're going to lose 2 attack anyway. Let's move 2 to here. Then attack these 3. And we will do that with piercing and advantage. Dead. Nearly dead. Nearly dead. We also have our Moon Charm that will let us restore all of our stuff. So we're attacking the one that still has HP left. We don't need the +1 or the advantage, really. Case in point. Then we could either let Faith attack one of these two guys who are going to die anyway, or we can step in to here, get the gold, have a great turn. Now, the Soothsinger. I don't know why. I guess I do know why I picked Disarm, because I didn't want them to attack me, and of course we didn't know whether they were going to attack or not when we picked it. But if we just move... No, this is the move underneath. Alright, it's much of a muchness then. Curse those two. $9 gold off the ground there. They create another one at 1. These two simply die and create nothing. So, we just need to do 1 damage twice. Should be very easy. We need to pick a card to get rid of here. This is too good to lose. Attack 4, target all enemies at exactly range 2 is too good to lose. Stoking Hail is like fine. Ice Spikes is really good, but the bottom attack is only good once. Chain Lightning we're waiting to use soon. Formless Power is good for generic consumption. I think we're gonna drop Shaping the Ether. I don't love it, but otherwise I could sit forever making these decisions. Right, so 1 damage twice. 1 ally within range 3 may perform attack 4. That's 1. And then Faith needs to hit the thing at the back. We can do that with Burning Oil, because even if we miss, the wound will kill it. And then we can move in on an open wound, probably long resting before anything else happens. And here, we're probably not going to get to do too much, but we want to move towards the door. And we want to use the 2 cards we are least likely to want to play next turn. Let's go with Stoking Hail and Ice Spikes. Who's left? Who did I miss? Sunkeeper, you're attacking for free. You can heal Faith on bottom and bring Tali up from the back on top. Move 1, attack 3, range 3. Faith I picked the wrong card with, and she's going on a 95 rather than an 11. That's a great shame. Hopefully it doesn't screw us over too much. We're going to move into here. Skip that movement. And we can attack there. And nothing happens. Sunkeeper. Heal Faith. Being on 10 HP is a much nicer place to be. We're going to move Tali. Are we going to move Tali? Yeah, they're attacking now before we get to do anything, regardless of what happens, unfortunately. No. Undo. Undo. We can attack 2 on top here and kill them, and they won't hit us for 3. Do we have Retaliate 2 at range 2? We do. I'd forgotten that bit. So now we can just get to the door. We'll put Pandora at the back. If she strengthened anyone now anyway, it would be gone by the end of next turn, so never mind. And Faith, we could bust into the door and start blasting. I can't remember if this is a double door or whether it's just all open space. I think it's all open space. And to just start blasting does seem kind of terrible. So we're just going to move 5 up to the door here. Skip movement, skip attack, end turn. Fresh round. Now is the time for any final rounds of long resting. Or we can enter and do what we can. Well, there's a rest here needed. We could move in on this. Does not seem super strong. And every turn that we exist in this room is a round that the spawners have a chance to do their thing, which is part of the problem. We need to move at least like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiles, maybe 8, before we can start stopping the pumps. And we don't have to kill everything in the room, we just have to cleanse the pumps. But navigating this room, if I recall, is going to be a nightmare. So, I guess we just long rest here. We'll get some HP back, we'll get rid of the poison as well, that's going to be big. Faith can long rest and get back at least her goggles. And we need to move closer to the door. One, two, three. That'll be fine. And what we're least likely to play immediately. Primal Duality. So we're moving 4 up to here. Skipping our attack. 3 long rests ahead of us. Card to burn. I would love to make Smoke Bomb work. There might be traps in this room as well, so we're going to hold on to it. I think we're going to drop Open Wound. I feel like our long resting game has not been very efficient today. Let's get rid of Singing Arrow. And lastly, Lamoon. One adjacent ally may recover 2 of their discarded cards. Heal 3, Hammer Blow. Goodbye, Tactical Order. Oh no, because we might want to send people over to pumps, and that's going to be really useful for that. Right, goodbye, Empowering Command. Right. In an ideal world, we want to do this really fast. Mercenaries adjacent to a water pump may forego the bottom action of an ability card to cleanse the pump. Well, we've got to get in the room first. If we were to Smoke Bomb we're probably not going to be in a position to actually put anything into a trap this turn. So that's a card for next turn. On bottom. Let's move 4 and gain advantage on Swiftbow. That'll open us on 3. Move 2, strengthen all your allies. Move 4. One ally within range 3 may perform move 4. We might just launch Lamoon in. On top and on bottom. Oh, we might be able to throw voice soon. That might help. Let's just get into the room. Lamoon is going to be thrust into the action. Then we'll start with a hammer blow, holy strike option. And here we're right by the door. We have no mana. Are we going to be able to have wind and light? Probably not. So let's worry about that to do next turn. Move 2 on bottom and attack 2 range 2. Then once we've got a layer of the room, we can then focus on doing big coordinated attacks.
Following the signs of corruption, you find your way into the final room of the chamber, hoping to finish off the rest of your adversaries quickly. Instead, horror invades your mind as you view the scene before you. 4 water pipes stand vertically in the back of the room, clear conduits for the pumping of the city's water. Attached to the pipes, however, are writhing black masses, poisoning the water running through. When you enter, some of the black mass drips down from the pipes, coalescing into the forms of small, bulbous imps with mouths full of teeth. The horde of demons and undead isn't exactly a welcome sight either.
Yeah, that's a bad time. So we're moving 4. What are you doing? Move 1, attack 5. Oh, it's a really unpleasant set of movement. Move 4, immobilize all enemies within range 3. We're going to do that. That'll stop Faith being attacked here at the back of the room. We gain advantage on this attack. We will attack the one closer to the door. Soothsinger. We're going to move to here. What are you doing? Move 1, attack 3 at a range of 4. We're pretty at risk either way. So, immobilize target all enemies within range 3. Yep, that's good. Stops them attacking us this turn. Would I like you to be invisible? Move 1, attack 3, range 4. Now, there's only one attack we really have to worry about this particular round. We take no damage, which is lovely. So, we were going to heal Faith. We still can. Range 3, 4. It's going to take off the poison rather than healing HP, but, you know, I'll take what I can get right now. And unfortunately this is being created, otherwise I would have thought better about what to do with this attack action. Do I want to create an element for next turn? Attack 4, target everyone at exactly range 2. No. And these folks are doing not very much right now. So these things are still to attack. So what we want to do is move in and either kill them or stun them. How's our deck looking? Miss -2, -1, 2 curses. So that's 5 against, or 7 cards that don't kill versus 6 cards that do. I do not like those odds. So we're going to move in 4 to here. And stun this guy. Would not have killed them. You're stunned, you can't move, fresh round. No, 4 things just spawned in the background there. 4. Just horrible. Right, I immediately wish I had Visage of the Inevitable available, because we could have killed this zombie ahead of us with 10 HP immediately. But, Bard, you have Throw Voice. Range 3, force all enemies in the target area to perform a move 1 action. These traps are stun traps, so we can move you there and stun you, move there and stun you. That seems great to me. That's on bottom. Something on top. Strengthen all allies. On a 44, we'll have to take it. Here. Attack 4, target all adjacent enemies. Practical plans, attack 5. Move 4, attack 5 will be fine, I think. We'll go on the earlier number, please. Faith from back here. We're not pulling anyone onto traps. We're probably looking at a Burning Oil range 3. 1, 2, 3. Won't get to them. But we can move in slightly if we wish to. On a 4. And then our Elementalist, we're just going to play our last 2 cards before then playing something bigger next turn. Strengthen allies, muddle enemies within range 2. Attack 4 with piercing. Consume this to curse self. That's interesting. And move 1 attack 4. Faith's initiative is fine. Well, we cannot really move to any major benefit of our own. But we will attack here. This guy is doing stuff within range 2, so I don't really want to move to there, but I can move just up a touch. Right, we're going to move 2 in. And we're going to attack. We will consume fire. Attack for 0, attack for 1, and a wound. You're already wounded. Would I rather wound you even if I attack at disadvantage? I think I would. Although, what are you doing? Attack for 5. Probably unnecessary then. But at the same time, we could, if we wanted to, 1 ally within range 3 performs move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets us to where we would need to be to shut off a spawner. It would also mean we would probably be killed. Attack 4 again, attack 3 again. That'd be a real bad time if we were that far round. So, attack this one. We create some green mana. And next turn, we are likely short resting. And then what do we want? Attack all enemies at exactly range 2. It's not quite time for that. Chain lightning. We want wind for that. But they're going to consume the other. But give me the wind. Jeez. Yeah, this room is hell. Even knowing most of what we were walking into, this room is hell. Attack 5 here. Now, here's the thing. If I kill this thing, all of the imps and all the night demons... Oh, they're not moving anyway. So, yeah, we'll kill this thing. We missed. I can't believe we missed. Move. We could move here, but that's a stun trap, so we can't really move there. End Sunkeeper's turn. Let's take a potion for 3 HP while we're not poisoned. Night demons are not doing anything to us. They lose their strength. Then back here, we are going to force these two creatures. Confirm target 4 or 5. I don't think that's how numbers work. Step into that for me, please. Excuse me? Range 3, force all enemies in the area to move. I don't understand what happened. And I'm mad about it. Oh, I should have... No. Yes. I should have created light. I should have created light. At least he's dead now. That's something. Right, Tali is short resting. What are we threatening to lose? Boiling Arc. Sure. So if we could do a chain lightning after the bard puts up some light, or somebody else. Attack 4, target all adjacent enemies. Unfortunately, that's only 2 at the moment. We have to short rest anyway. Tactical order. What else do we have? Hammer blow. Practical plans. Holy strike. Lose tactical order. Burn hammer blow. Can we make any light? We can with burning flash. Alright. We can hit 3 things from here with burning flash on top and something on bottom to move us at least 3. Then here, I don't even know what I want. Mobilize all enemies over there. Immobilize people, power ballad on top, and faith. We have to short rest. We have to lose something. Do I care what? I think I'd rather not lose that. We can smoke bomb pull this into here. It would be stunned. But at the same time, it doesn't benefit me to do that at all. So I think I Flurry of Blades Burning Oil again. I just don't see me beating this room at all. Chain Lightning on top is going to hit a bunch of stuff with both of the correct elements created. We need to go after a 29 for something on bottom. Ice Spikes to hit something else. Attack 5, range 3. Alright, they're going after us, universally. Faith initiative is fine. We're going to move 4. We forgo the bottom action of an ability card. Well, unfortunately I can't be there and forgo the bottom action of an ability card. But we're going to do this. Confirm that. Attack something problematic. God, there's so many of them. Just attack this one. Why am I not attacking at disadvantage? Because we have strength. Okay. Then hopefully the other guy can kill them. That'll do, that'll do. Do we want a card back to play next time? I don't think so. Right, what are we doing? We're moving 2 up to here. You guys are already strengthened, so I don't need to worry about strengthening you more. Skip that. Immobilize. Immobilize all targets within 3. End turn. Right, we are moving 5 to here. Skipping the last step and then attacking these guys all around us. That was reasonably good as it goes. Then we are attack X range 4. Attack X -1 on a new enemy within range 2. Now, we can't make that from where we are. So we're going to have to step in. You're stunned, so I'm not so worried about you. Attack. Add a target on the end, and add 1 attack and piercing. Attack you. Then attack you. Then attack you, then attack you, and do all that at advantage. End Elementalist's turn. Then the imps go. That's terrible. That's even more terrible. There's so many imps, dude. We are very poisoned. Faith is down. Seven damage. Honestly, I might burn a card for that. Living Corpse is stunned. Sunkeeper is exhausted for a lack of cards. Oh boy. I don't think we can get to these pipes and those pipes and not die to what is likely going to be at least 10 attacks. This encounter is just wild. Can you move someone? You can't. So you need to long rest. Over here we need more movement. Target all enemies at exactly 2 distance. Target all enemies at exactly range 2, and we need a move 2 to facilitate that. But I want to play Primal Duality the turn after if we even get a chance. So we're going to move 2 to here. Then attack everybody within that exact range. We managed to not kill the guy at the back. And then this is where we're going to have some troubles. There's 4 damage. Now we're poisoned. There's 6 damage. This room is just unbelievable. I thought maybe with the big AoE attacks and everything else we might have a chance here. But we simply don't. We can't short rest any longer. We can't short rest, we have to long rest. Here we get to play the only 2 cards we have very late. That's Tali exhausted. Just an obscene number of those imps. Well, that is going to be all then. We can long rest and just get killed very quickly. Dead. Now we're poisoned, so everything else is going to hurt us even worse. I thought maybe we'd get to the pipes this time, but I don't think I'll be doing this a 3rd time. Scenario failed, we don't get any of that good stuff. One for the experts, that. Like, I guess you would need a good amount of like movement and flying in that initial area to get to the pipes immediately. But for right now, we're going to have Pandora gain a level next time. But we're going to end the session right there. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you enjoyed the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.